Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway, where the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series first race of the 2002 season is now over. A new winner, a new competitor for us this year, none other than Robert Presley, his first ever truck race. And what a way to celebrate it here in fashion. Victory Lane at the World Center of Racing. Second year in a row for Bobby Hamilton racing here in Victory Lane. This 18 truck, it knows its way to Victory Lane. Robert Presley, welcome to the Truck Series. How about that race?
This is all we wanted to do, get back in the winning. And Bobby Hamilton, Bobby Jr., Debbie, my car owner, Debbie Hamilton. Man, they give me a truck. All I had to do was just sit out there. Man, thank the Lord for a good, safe race. Dodge, man, I am so tickled to be in this deal.
All week long, you guys, we have several practice sessions. It's a long week here at Daytona. Did you ever think you could win it? And then this morning, the rule change. It totally shook things up. How did that affect your truck?
Man, we didn't know what to expect. You know, they threw the rule in. And I just figured we was going to have to sit there and just weigh out everything. Ted, the Dodges, everybody. You know, we lucked into this one, I think.
Just before the end, I heard you say you could not win this thing alone. You needed some teamwork, and it turned out that it was Dodge teamwork. How comforting to see that Mopar Dodge behind you there at the end.
That is. Dodge is, that's a team. That's what this whole deal stands for. And being with Bobby Hamilton's 3 trucks, Musgrave, Jason Leffler, man, there's no way we could lose there with that kind of team.
Did you want to win this one for your dad?
This is the one. I mean, my dad said he wasn't going to watch this second today, but I guarantee you're there, Dad. Love you, buddy.
How about doing it on Sunday?
Well, we're ready.
All right, and Bobby Jr., you're in here. What do you think about this, buddy? This is big for your dad and the whole team.
It is. This is watching that race. I was scared to death. Is that like I was owning this thing? You know, just these Dodges, Robert Presley. We knew we had to get somebody to beat up on Ted Musgrave all year long. We found the man right there. There he is, right there.
Oh, and he gets the Gatorade shower, you guys.
All right, how about that victory lane? Robert Presley takes his win in his very first start. Ted Musgrave, Brian Rose, first time at Daytona, impressive performance. Last year's winner, Joe Ruttman, finishes 4th. Rick Corelli, driving for Kevin Harvick, gets a top 5 finish. Terry Cook, who ran great all day, finishes 6th. Star Contreras, how about Carlos Contreras? Are they celebrating in Mexico? Contreras, a top 10 at Daytona. Jason Small, Lance Norrick in the top 10.
See, there's some of the guys that had some trouble. You see Lance Hooper had a great run going back in 22nd. Matt Crafton. Rick Crawford had trouble early. Tim Febuary got spun around into the inside wall.
And our final 6 finishers, you see Bobby Donner had some problem. Dennis Setzer, who's going to run all year long for points. Don't worry about these guys. They will come roaring back in that Axiom Chevrolet. So will Mike Bliss. Back with more from Daytona in a moment.
Be our second place finisher, Jerry, that we need to talk to, because Ted Musgrave had a good day. But I got to find out now, your truck fell way to the back early on in this race. You had some serious handling issues. No, I dropped my drink and I was looking for it. It was rolling around back in there. But yeah, the truck is really loose. You know, I got up front there and ran for a little while, and you know, I knew I was going to be in a position that, you know, trouble could arise at any minute. So I just faded back, found myself a hole, and I knew the guys were going to tighten it up for me and get it running a little better. So it's just a safety measure. You know, I got my 5 points for leading, and I showed them we were going to be okay, and then found myself a little hole to run in. And Gene Need and the guys on the Mopar team did good, because they got the truck working really well for us at the end. 7 victories a year ago, but you came out of here with a 22nd place finish. How much more momentum does this give you to have a second today? 21 more positions. It's a lot better. Like I said, we always wanted to win, but we got a pole, got a second place, and you know, like I said, we had to help the teammate there. You know, we had to help you know, Robert Presley in the Dodge truck there. You know, I could have very easily hung him out, you know, but that wasn't going to be the right thing to do. I figured we run 1-2, that'd be just fine. So, you know, you got to take your lumps. You know, that's the deal. If as long as the team Dodge can, you know, win a race and I'll run second, that's fine. But we'll get ours in our time. I'll bet he will. Ted Musgrave finishes second today at Daytona.
And welcome back. And Brian Rose is a Daytona rookie no more, a name that we will hear a lot of in this 2002 season. You finished 3rd behind 2 veterans. What, if anything, all week long, did any of the veterans teach you that you learned today that brought you home this 3rd place finish?
Composure. They, biggest thing, you know, they were all worried me qualifying 4th. I hadn't got to run up front with a lot of the guys from last year, with Hornaday being back new from his past champions and everything that he's done before. But it was great. You know, we set it up pretty much to run with the Dodgers coming off 4. My crew chief, Danny Rollins, had worked great all week and during testing in the off season, and really just to team up with these veterans in the end to make a move on some other veterans. all due to the manufacturer and Dodge support. We're glad to be here to finish third for Sunclear.
And he was surrounded by veterans because another one finished right behind him. He's standing by with our Ray Dunlap.
Well, top 5 finish and a lot of smiles for Rick Corelli. You pretty happy with today's results?
Oh, I'm real happy. You know, what can I say? We come up here, I made a mistake, got a stop-and-go penalty, sped down pit lane, and hey, we ran up front. You know, we were sitting duck there at the end. You know, if we could have maybe made that one green when we started before, and before they had that wreck back there, maybe we had a better chance. But, you know, what do you do? When they line up 3 deep, right a nose to tail, it's like you shut it off and they keep on going by. But, hey, we proved it. We ran up front. You know, we want to continue this program so we can race it all year. We'll get some sponsorships, and hey, we'll race them next time. Maybe we'll have the right manufacturers lined up behind me when we go on.
Yeah, you bet. You got a Chevy in there. Let's talk to the boss man over here. Pretty proud of your driver?
Oh, man, they did a heck of a job. I was just telling him, I said, I've never been so nervous in a race car. I don't know if I like standing on top of the pit box, but we want to thank Snap-on and Chevrolet. They helped us out to get this deal here, and hopefully we can continue because that's a lot of fun standing up there watching your truck do good.
I'll bet. Now, you're a Winston Cup winner. You're a Busch Grand National winner, but you've never won in trucks. How many races are we going to see you behind the wheel?
We'll probably be behind at least 4, maybe 5, and probably have a surprise guest in there with us there maybe once or twice.
Okay. Proud, Jerry, because of the team effort that they had here today. But a year ago, you and I were standing in victory lane together, but I got to believe this is almost like a win to bring home a top 5 with this effort.
Well, there's no doubt that if Obi Subs hadn't come along, we wouldn't be standing here. So I think I'll have to agree with you. It's almost like a win. They put the pro program together in really a week's period of time. So considering, you know, it must have been an awful good truck for me to get it to go that fast. So it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Joe Ruttman having fun here at Daytona, guys. He told me that he made that deal with Musgrave, but whenever you make deals out here, you can take $1 million and lay it down, and those deals are all off because everybody's going for the victory.
Oh, indeed. Okay, the next time we'll talk to you from the trucks from the track Too Tough to Tame, Darlington Raceway, Saturday, March 16th, the Craftsman Anniversary 200 for the NASCAR Craftsman trucks. We went there last year, and that was a barn burner, Phil, and looking forward to going back.
Sure, and we saw the promo earlier. IROC is a pretty tough place, so these guys are going to have a lot of fun.
Indeed, the International Race of Champions coming your way at noon tomorrow. Race number 1 of IROC 26, and Scott Sharp and Danny the Dude Lasowski leading him down. That should be a barn burner. Myself, Bob Jenkins, Scott Goodyear, and Jeff Burton making the call. What a day here at Daytona. What a way to begin 2002 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. All kinds of action. That's what you're going to see week in and week out for NASCAR's Craftsman trucks. For Phil Parsons, Ray Dunlap, Amy East, and our special guest, Mike Skinner, I'm Jerry Pudge. Once again, congratulating Robert Presley on his win at Daytona. Remember, join us at Darlington on Saturday, March 16th for the Craftsman Anniversary 200. Coming up next, Sports Century, the Dale Earnhardt story. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sport. For more, log on to ESPN.com. So long, everyone, from Daytona.